In today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to value some advertising toys and character toys. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum, so it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Well, let's jump right in and start valuing some of these toys and see what they're worth, and at the end of the video we'll give you the grand total to see what everything was worth. Well, let's start out with a plush from this store we have in the South called Buc-ee's. This is their mascot character, and this plush is worth about $20. Next up, we have the Buc-ee's bobblehead in the box, worth about $40. And then we have the Buc-ee's metal cup, like a Stanley cup. It's worth about $25. We have a Buc-ee Frisbee in green, worth about $6. And then another Frisbee in pink, worth about $6. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, it's like a theme park of convenience stores and truck stops. We have this little key ring, worth about $6. And then we have the official Buc-ee plastic cup, shaped like a beaver, worth about $15. And we have the really cool Buc-ee straw, worth about $6. Now, it's not an advertising toy, but it was on the floor by our advertising toys, and this is a little ride-on squishy cow, and he's worth about $30. He's really cute. And then some random stuff. We have a Universal hat, and it's worth about $10. And then we have some Cookie Monster makeup left over from our last video, worth about $10. And now we have a Starbucks plush bear worth about $15. We have the Michelin Man. He's worth about $15. And we have these little cereal characters, like the Honeybee's worth $6, Frankenberry's worth $6, and Sunny the Nerd from Cocoa Puffs is also worth about $6. And then we have these Fruity Pebbles eyeshadow. It's worth about $8. And we have some more. We have the Cheetos eyeshadow. How cool is that? Worth about $15. And then we have a Pop-Tart little keychain with lip gloss worth $15, and a Dorito one worth $15 as well. And then we have this Tony the Tiger pedometer worth about $5, some Cheetos nail polish worth about $10, and some Nerds nail polish worth about $10. We have the Trix Rabbit. He's worth about $10, still with a tag on. Have the Honeybee plush. He's worth about $10. We have Lucky from Lucky Charms, worth about $12. And Chip the Hound from Cookie Crisp, I think, for $10. A little pizza plush, worth about $1. Couch potato chips, worth about $5. And a Taco Bell sauce raft, worth $15. And then a taco wrap from Taco Bell, also worth about $15, still in the box. And then we have the 7-Up Dot figure. He's worth about $8. We have the little girl from the Chips Ahoy cookie line, worth about $10. We have an Idaho potato plush, worth about $10. And we have this Campbell's baseball called a Super Slugger, and it's worth about $10. And we have a Dum Dums plush figure, and he's worth about $12. Have a little Mr. Bubbles bucket. He's worth about $12 as well. And for the people that collect tobacco memorabilia, the little Winston lighter is about $10. We have two of these little Nestle Quik mugs. They're worth about $15 for the set. And then we have one that's a little more rare. This one's worth about $10. And the little tiger mascot keychain from some of the convenience stores, they're worth about $5 each. Then we have the little Campbell Kids dolls. We have two different dolls, and they're each worth about $10. And then we have the Campbell Kids soup mugs, and these are becoming a little harder to find, and they're worth about $15 each. And then we have a Hawaiian Punch Christmas ornament from 1999, still in the box, worth $15. Have this Nestle Quik Crazy Straw still in the package, worth about $12. And then we have this set. What are those? Tomato seeds. That one's our Campbell Kids stuff. We have this set of Ziploc Land Before Time plastic cups, and this lot of 5 is worth about $20. And then we have a couple more tobacco collectibles. This Camel's ashtray is worth about $15. And then these little cards, you wouldn't think they'd be worth much, but they're worth about $6 each. And then we have a Tony the Tiger still in the box, and he's worth about $14. We have this collectible 9 Lives cat pillow that's worth about $5. And then we have a Snuggle Bear from the fabric softener, and he's worth about $15. And then we have a Moon Pie squeak toy worth about $10. It's pretty big. And then we have these really rare SpaghettiOs bowls, and they're worth $20 each. We have 2 of those, and I think we had to send off for those when I was a kid, like saving the UPC codes. And then we have a Pizza Hut plate. It's worth about $5. Those are kind of hard to find now. Pizza Hut really doesn't have too many dishes now. Have a Moon Pie tin that's worth about $10. And we have a water bottle from 7-Up with the Spot logo. I thought it was called the Dot, but he's called the Spot, and it's worth about $15. And we have a Captain Crunch board game that's pretty rare. It's hard to find, and it's worth about $40 unopened. And then some more tobacco collectibles. That little Salem game where you get the sticks in the box is worth about $6. Some Camel cards are worth about $5. I think it was Joe Cool. This Winston Domino set's worth about $15. They'd do anything to give you some prizes to smoke more, I guess. Some round Camel cards are worth about $15. This little box with a tumbler in it was worth about $10. And then we have another box that had the Camel mug that's worth about $15, like a cozy, a drink holder. And then on our next shelf, we have the Twinkie little container worth about $15. And then we have the small Snuggles bear that was a giveaway, and he's worth about $10. And then we have the Nestle Quik Rabbit mug. This one's a little rare. It's worth $15. And then we have the Spot from 7-Up that you'd put on your window, worth about $6, and a Nabisco pretzel doll worth about $20. Now this Mr. O from SpaghettiOs patch is worth about $8. It was mine when I was a kid. And this SpaghettiOs 2000 can is worth a whopping $20. I couldn't believe that. And then we have a bigger Spot the plush worth about $10. Then this collectible vinyl Captain Crunch and John LaFoot is worth $25 for the set. And then we have these little SpaghettiO key rings. They're worth about $8 each, and we have 2 of those. Then we have a Wizard of Oz cup from the 70s worth about $8. And then we have a SpaghettiOs plastic bowl worth about $10. Next up, we have this really cool large Spuds MacKenzie ceramic piece, and it's worth about $25. Ceramics were really popular in the 80s. Then we have a couple of these Travelocity luggage tags. We have 2 of these, and they're worth about $12 each. So that's another $24 we can add to our grand total. And then I have this, the John LaFoot Captain Crunch figure, and he's worth about $25. Have a Mr. O's puppet you had to send in for. He's worth $40. He's really rare. He's hard to find. And then we have a Shoney's teddy bear plush with a hoodie. He's worth about $15. And we have this Nestle Quik container, this little pitcher. It's worth about $20. It's a little rare. All right, let's move on to this next shelf. We have this little Oreo wind-up toy that's worth about $8. And then we have a Chester Cheetah figure, and he's worth about $15. Having Avoid the Noid from Domino's, he's worth about $12. And then we have a second one, a different one, that's also worth about $12. We have this Spuds McKenzie pen you can pin on your shirt, worth about $12 now. And then we have these very old planners. I think they're little salt and pepper shakers, and they're worth about $25 for the set. We just need to clean them up a little bit. They've all been out here in the garage on these shelves too long. All right, I think these are from Twizzlers. They're little figures, and they're all worth about $7 each. I think they're Twizzlers. And we have 4 of those. Then from 7-Up, Spot the Dot, he's worth about $8. I think he's our second one. Chester the Cheetah Bendable's worth about $10. And the Jack in the Box figure is worth about $6. Have another Chips Ahoy little girl. She's worth about $10. And our Oreo Bendable figure is worth about $8. And then we have an Oreo ice pack that's worth about $10. This vintage Tony the Tiger plastic bowl is worth about $10. I think this is 1981. And then we have this Keebler Super Club mug. It's worth about $12. We've got some Captain Crunch Pez dispensers here. Let's see, John LaFoot's worth about $11, and Captain Crunch is $11, and the Crunch Berry Beast is worth about $10. Have this little 7-Up, used to be a key ring, worth about $3. And then we have a wind-up Spot the Dot, worth about $18. And then we have a giant Twizzler lip figure. He's worth about $15. He's pretty big. And let's see, we have a little vintage Keebler elf. He's worth about $15. And then we have this little plush of a Heinz ketchup packet. How cute is that? He's probably worth about $10. Have a goldfish container. It's worth about $20. It's pretty valuable. Then some more tobacco products. The lighters are worth about $10 each, and the little book of matches is worth about $6. Then we have the Twizzler mascot as a plush. He's worth about $20. That's really hard to find. Have a big Tony the Tiger plush. That's worth about $20. The Nestle Quick Rabbit's worth about $20, and the Keebler Elf Puppet's $15. This plastic Rice Krispies big figure is worth about $12. And then we have this orange Punchy figure from Hawaiian Punch, and he's worth about $12. And then we have some die-cast cars. That yellow Cornflakes car is worth about $10. And the blue and yellow Kellogg's car is worth about $5. And then we have one more. We have the gold Cheerios car that's also worth about $5. And then we have this Fruit Loop spinning top. That's worth about $10. And let's see what else we have. We have this Baskin Robbins spoon figure. It's worth about $8. It's pretty cool. Have a Fruit Loops Toucan Sound figure. He's worth about $10. And then we have this Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bank. That's worth about $15. You used to get these mini license plates out of cereal boxes. This one's worth $10. I know Honeycomb gave them away because we were buying it like crazy. I wanted all of them. This Trix Rabbit button, it's worth about $5. Little Captain Crunch spinning top you'd get in your cereal box is worth about $5. Tony the Tiger finger puppet's worth about $12. He also came in the cereal box. Then we have the little Sugar Crisp bear, and they're worth about $8 each. We have 2 of these, and they would actually come in the cereal boxes as well. They used to give out good toys. Then we have this big Rice Krispie plush. He's worth about $10. Several of the cereals will give out these little plastic toys you could collect. I think Fruity Pebbles and Captain Crunch and Sugar Crisp all did, but these are pretty collectible, and they're worth about $8 each. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those, so that's $72 just for those little figures we can add to our overall grand total at the end of the video. Then we have this little Rice Krispie spinning top. He's worth a good $7. Those are pretty cute. They came in the cereal boxes too. And then we have another Trix Rabbit, but he's a little dirty and doesn't have tags, so he's only worth about $5. Then we have the Captain Crunch figure still in the pack, and he's worth about $40. Then we have a little plush toucan soundbird worth about $10. And then we have a Captain Crunch bobblehead. He's worth about $25 still in the box. And then we have a Rice Krispies puzzle tray game worth about $10. All right, we have this really cool Fruit Loops bank, and it's worth about $30. And then we have a Rice Krispies bank, also worth about $30. I got these on clearance a long time ago for about $7, so they really increased in value. All right, we have another Idaho potato plush worth about $10. We have this little Cheerio Kids doll, and she is worth about $16. Another Tony the Tiger ball worth about $10. And then we have this little Target Bullseye plush going on a safari, it looks like, for about $15. And then we have a little plush of Sonny the Cuckoo Bird. He's worth about $8. And we have another Bullseye plush from Target in his red outfit, and he's worth about $10. And then we have a Home Depot ceramic mug worth about $15. And then up here we have another Tony the Tiger plush, which I've already valued one of those, so I think I'll sell him. Then we have this cool Cheerios Kid big plastic figure, and he's worth about $20. I missed a couple of our Looney Tune items from our last video. Here's a Tweety-Bird little stack of cups vase worth about $25. And then we have this Frosted Flakes bank. It's worth about $40. And then last but not least, we have a little Looney Tune stand worth about $6. Now with our previous 234 videos of value on my toy collection for our YouTube series, our total was $670,286. Now with this video of all of our advertising toys and character toys, we can add another $2,005 to our overall grand total. So that means for this episode being episode number 235, our grand total now is $670,311. Now remember, I am no millionaire. I've just been going to flea markets, garage sales, thrift stores, and eBay for over the last 40 years, and this total has just accumulated to this big old amount. So thank you so much for watching. I'm enjoying making these videos because I love seeing how much my collection is actually worth after collecting it for so many years. And if you want to see the toys up close, you can also find us on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi.